Hi everyone, this video is to help any students who might be having trouble accessing their Google Classrooms. So to get to your Google Classroom, you need to go to the Department of Education's website, which you can see the address up here. I would save that as a favourite because you will certainly be accessing this website quite a bit for most of your tasks. You'll need to come down to log in to your student portal. And you'll log in. Now, for the purposes of this video, I am logged in as my daughter so that you can see it from a student perspective, because the staff perspective looks quite different. So from your student portal, you'll see the link down here to the G Suite, Google Apps for Education. So if you click on that, it will bring you to this screen, and we want to access Classroom. So if we click on that, okay, so from here you can see the classrooms that you belong to. So at the moment, this is the only classroom that my daughter belongs to. But if you come up here and you say, use the plus button to join a class, and then you can type in the class code. Now, these class codes were being emailed out to students, so you should check your Department of Education emails and you should find the class code in those emails. If you can't locate the class code, then send an email to your classroom teacher or message your classroom teacher through Central, and they'll be able to provide a copy of the code. But all of your classes will have a Google Classroom. So once you're all organised, you should have a Google Classroom appearing on this screen for every one of your classes. So you type the code in here. The code is generally, I think it's 7 digits, a combination of letters and numbers. And you hit join, and it will automatically take you to the classroom that you've just joined, and you'll be able to see the posts that have been made in this classroom. Now, something that I just want to draw your attention to, particularly for any students who are sharing their device with perhaps siblings or parents who are working from home, if you look up here in the corner, whenever you're accessing Google Apps for Education, you need to make sure that it is on your account. It should automatically do that when you log into the department's portal, but what I find is that sometimes it seems to hold on to the last person who was logged in and automatically jump back to their Google account. So it should be fairly easy to switch over. So if you come up here and you notice that it's not your Google symbol, so if you've got a photo or whatever it might be, or you hover over it and you can see that it's not your account, what you're going to find is that you won't be able to see your classroom. So if, for example, it's logged onto your sister or brother's account, it'll be showing their Google Classroom. So it might cause you to panic a little bit, thinking that you've lost your classrooms. So you just need to come up here and click on the button, and hopefully you'll be able to see the correct Google account sitting there, or you can log out and add your correct account, keeping in mind that your Google account that you need to be using isn't your private account, it's your school account. So it's your username with @education.nsw.gov.au. But provided that's correct, then you should be accessing the classrooms that you've joined. Once you're in here, you can see the posts that your teachers are making. Keep in mind that for a lot of faculties, the way they've organised their Google Classroom is that all of a year group joins the one classroom. So you'll notice on here that there might be, or on each of your Google Classrooms, that there may be posts from teachers who aren't your classroom teacher when you're at school. That's okay, the post is still relevant to you. and you still need to look at the classwork and the resources that are being listed, because it is relevant and you will need to get that work done. Don't feel too overwhelmed by all the things that are posted. Certainly your teachers are expecting that this is going to take a little while for students to get used to get their schedules organised. So the expectation is not that you'll complete all that work in one go. But just as a little tip to keep track of where you're up to with things, if you come over here to the hamburger, you can see here your links to your different classrooms. So that's an easy way to jump between classrooms if you finish the work in one, or you've checked a post and you've decided to move to a different classroom to do some other work. You can quickly jump between classes by following the link. But up here, the to-do list will be quite handy for you, because you'll be part of lots of classrooms that'll all have work for you to do. So if you click on the to-do list, you can see here that the tasks that you need to get done are listed along with their due date. So this should help you get yourself organised. It'll start putting things over into the done list once you've completed them, and if it's a task that your teacher's marking, then you can see your marks there as well. But if you go to the to-do list, and you'll be able to jump straight to the task just by hovering on the link. You can jump straight to the task that needs to be done. And when you look at that, then you can come over here, add or create, to upload the work or to do the work. And you can either do that straight through one of the Google Docs or slides, sheets, depending on what it might be, or you can upload a file or put a link through to a different website. And then you can mark it as done once you're happy and that's complete, because then it will mean that your to-do list, get back to that, your to-do list will stay up to date. So you can mark that as done, and then you'll know what you've got left to concentrate on. So hopefully that will help you get organised, keep track of what's needed to be done.